takes it on Perry, chin for the left, shoots it up. Oh, yeah. What an acrobatic shot by Pippen.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello and good day, folks. How's it going? My name is Sean David, and I welcome you to the Basketball Time Machine. In today's episode, I want to take a look at NBA legends giving their opinion about how good Scottie Pippen was. And I know I did a couple of videos about Scottie and also a video about NBA legends commenting on Scottie Pippen, but in this video, I found some new clips, so definitely check it out. And I would say, without any more blah blah, man, I haven't said that for such a long time. Let's get right into it. Now in the first clip, we will see some NBA legends, including Steve Kerr, who obviously won 3 championships with Scottie Pippen. Let's have a look.
Yeah, Scottie was one of my all-time favorite teammates because he was really a point guard in a 6'8", long-armed, long-limbed body, just with incredible athleticism. So to play with him made the game so much easier for me. He would always be looking for me, finding me open shots, covering up for me defensively. If I made a mistake, I knew he was always going to be there. One of the smartest, most unselfish players I was ever around, and just a champion in every way.
Scottie was an incredible player. There were only a couple guys that were bigger than me that I was uncomfortable when they guarded me. And Scottie was one of those guys. 6'8", he was long, he had incredible lateral quickness. His defensive instincts, I would marvel at. I really got even more of an appreciation for it when we were teammates in Portland, and then you got to see why he ultimately became the kind of player he did.
I always admired Scottie Pippen in his game and appreciated him. And then I thought about something. He's the most disrespected all-time great player in any sport that any game has seen.
Interesting.
It's not even close. Michael Jordan didn't win any championships without Scottie Pippen. But let me tell you why the public gets to denounce the role of Scottie Pippen. 2 reasons. One, we always want to give the best player all of the credit.
Of course.
Right?
And Michael Jordan is the best player, not just on the
all
team,
time.
of all time.
So so we're going to give him all the credit. Like when we talk about Jordan, we don't even mention he had Phil too. Phil kind of did go win 5 more championships after he left the Bulls, right? That's one. 2, unfortunately for Scottie, when you look back at those championship runs, and this is the dubious thing I wanted to show you, he doesn't have like the signature moment.
Steve Kerr had a signature moment. Scottie Pippen didn't.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not that he didn't contribute. It's just he didn't have that, you point back to that one bucket, that one stop, that one block.
Just think about this. Have you ever seen Scottie Pippen make a game-winning shot? When you play Michael Jordan, you don't even get the chance to take the game-winning shot most of the time. You see what I mean? That's why when Jordan left, as it was shown in The Last Dance, and Scottie felt like they should have shown it because MJ wasn't on the team, that's why it was on him when MJ left to play the MVP level, lead the team. They got a bad call against the Knicks or they would have advanced a lot further, but that's what blew up the Tony Kukoc thing when he didn't go in the game.
A lot of the world didn't know what kind of athlete he was. From Central Arkansas, a little small town. I knew he was that talented. If he wanted to score 20, he scored 20. If he wanted to stop you from scoring a bucket, he stopped you from scoring a bucket. His mindset was that.
I think his versatility at that length, at that size, 6'8", 6'9", can play the point forward, knock down threes, can rebound the ball and push it up. First team all defensive guy. Another guy that a complete game. I don't think you could point to one part of Scottie's game and say, well, that was his weakness and he couldn't do that. Even when he came in the league and he wasn't a great shooter right away, by the time he retired, he was a Hall of Fame shooter. He knocked shots down. So Scottie did everything on the court.
But when you watch, when you're a basketball player and you're playing against everything, and the fact that you're on YouTube, you can go on YouTube and see what Michael says about Scottie, see what Magic says about Scottie, Jack McCluskey, the general manager of the Detroit Pistons, how we thought we're just going to shut Michael down. We realized we had to shut Scottie down, right? Horace Grant, Charles Barkley. Did I mention Michael Jordan, what he says? So, skilled. He plays point guard, shooting guard, small forward, big forward, and center. He can guard anybody on the court. He's Dennis Rodman. Can dribble the ball, right-handed, left-handed. The fundamentals are built into his swag. Like this is a basketball machine. You know who he's like? He's like David Robinson, who we don't mention it, right? Why we don't know. He's as smart and as crafty as Stockton. He shoots the long ball. So before Kevin Durant was stopping and shooting the long ball, it was Sam Perkins, it was Bill Laimbeer, it was Jack Sikma. But this small forward would come down, who you're thinking should go all the way to the hoop, hit you with 3.
So it's like, Phil, you know I always wanted this opportunity without MJ. And then now you gonna call a play for Kukoc, and you know what happened? He made the shot.
Hit the shot.
He made the shot.
Well, I just want to demonstrate just how much Scottie meant to the success of this Bulls team.
Please do. Give my guy some love.
When you look at Michael Jordan, the Bulls' success in the playoffs pre-Scottie Pippen, and then you look at post-Scottie Pippen, look at that. Oh, you see that? You see that win-loss record there, Jay? Was that one win without Scottie in the playoffs? One win without Scottie in the playoffs?
Well, to be fair with MJ and leave that up there, on the left is only 2 seasons. On the right looks like 11 seasons.
The percentages are very different.
Unbelievable hard worker. A guy, like you said, won 6 championships. But I think even more importantly, obviously championships are, but on an all defensive team 10 times. Got a chance to play one of the greatest teams ever. And then I got the opportunity to play with him in Portland. So it was a treat getting a chance to play with him because all those years we had those battles. And a guy that could really guard 1 through 5 and really took the challenge.
Now the next clip that we're going to take a look at is actually Scottie Pippen talking about, well, the greatest dunk of his career on Patrick Ewing.
Shot clock at 6. Davis. Oakley rejected by Grant. Myers for Pippen. Whoa, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing.
Do you feel that was your most disrespectful dunk?
Yes, I definitely feel that's the most disrespectful dunk. And still, Patrick Ewing, do not speak to me because of that dunk.
Oh, you got it right. Told you. Did you have that recording?
So
no, I didn't have that in there. Put that in the next edition.
See, Patrick Ewing would not pick you for his All-Star team if that ever came up.
He won't speak to me, but he'll kind of walk up and give me a little punch in the side.
Scottie, you look like you enjoyed it then, and you look like you still enjoy it now.
The only guy I'm jealous of in my whole life, because he was picked 1 pick ahead of me, and I wanted to go and play with Michael Jordan at that time. So I was like, man, I wanted that spot. Scottie, his ability to be the consummate all-around Boy Scout knife. He had every tool. He had to, just pulls it out. You need a screwdriver, you need a wrench, he had all of the tools. Was he the best at one of them? Possibly not. But there's no one in the league that could say they had every tool that he has.
Antonio Harden. Pippen! Oh, what a play! Sensational end-to-end defensive action. Oh, Pip.
Now, not too long ago, Scottie Pippen published his book, Unguarded. And for those of you who haven't read the book, I can really, really recommend it. It's not only a good read, but I would even recommend the audiobook on Audible. Definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. And even though most of you guys have seen The Last Dance, there's still so many new things that you probably didn't know about Scottie Pippen. All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications button, and I'll see you next time on the Basketball Time Machine.
Scottie accepted that challenge, and I knew what Scottie was going to do. I see it in practice all the time. He gets up in your face and he harasses you, and Pip never let him get started.